Good afternoon. Thank you for taking part of my presentation regarding personal and professional development. Um, this presentation will be about my career development and my personal goals that will make me a better contender in the world field of work, of course, and job selection in the area that I wanna pursue. So first, this is an overview of what I will be discussing in this presentation. Um I give you the introduction, the three SMART goals and a plan of action. Um, France, the country that I want to go to, France, Paris, the two cities, which is Paris and Nice, that I'm kind of looking towards. Two LinkedIn profiles, the two companies that I've researched up until now, which is Uber and L'Oreal, and the two interviews, which is Janneke Hoegen, who did her internship in Paris, and Gabriel Mendoza, who did his student exchange in Nice, and of course a conclusion. Okay, so talking about the three SMART goals. The three SMART goals that I want to focus on are taking initiative, becoming a better communicator, a balanced lifestyle, and because I think those are the three most important ones. But talking about taking initiative. Um, so in order to improve in this area, I did a little research, and I the best method to use is um, the di- the dimension. There's a dimension about cognitive abilities, which is comprehension and consistency. So in comprehension, you reduce your impulsive response, and you focus more on the task, and adding the consistency towards it will improve uh, your taking initiative. Um, for example, if you want to do like make your structure, do your homework, planning instead of thinking of all the impulsive things that come to your mind, just stick to your task, and this will help you. Uh, this will help me become a better initiative taker. In the aspect of communicating, I wanted to use the learn and apply method, and that's a very simple a method that is used throughout communication, which is um, just it's very simple. You just the way I want to do it is I will wanted to choose two TV programs that I'm already that I would be interested in. I already did a little research on two TV programs in France, and out of the TV programs, I want to grab five specific topics in which I should write them down about everything, all the key points that I want to express and talk about, and talk to them with the people that I'm going to meet there. And so I'm learning out of the TV program, and I'm applying it with the people, talking to the people that I'm going to meet. Um, and then a balanced lifestyle. I want to use the method of logic problem technique, because when you have a professional lifestyle and an personal lifestyle, sometimes it's very challenging to keep this up to balance. Um, so I choose the logical problem technique method is because it's simply um, because you would want to focus on what's most important, and when there's a problem occur, you want to have the best possible solution. So um, for instance, the way that the logic problem technique works is you you think about the problem, um, you get to know what the problem is, and then you observe the root of the problem, and then you start figuring out the solutions. Um, and then out of figuring out the solution, you choose the best possible solution. Um, and then you make a decision out of the best possible solutions, and then you implement the decision, and then you evaluate. And even if the outcome was not the one that you expected based on the best possible decision, you still can see the overview and improve upon it. And this is how I plan to approach my personal balanced lifestyle. um, in regards to the LinkedIn profiles, I researched two individuals. One is Ganvadoga Soto. She's a director in Google. Um, and then we have Michelle Wong. She's a brand strategist, but she's a freelancer. And the reason why I chose this, and how can I link it up with all my three personal growth, um, is, for instance, if I look into Candanova Soto, she has been in the company for 9 years, and I think she must be a person that she takes a lot of initiative, and strives to keep improving, keep growing the company. And just by looking into how her career path has been going up until now, and what she does in for her job, like send out marketing campaigns, is also what I would want to do in one of these two jobs that I already looked at, like in L'Oreal or Uber, because that would be most of the the work that will be done. Just thinking back, with the interview of Janneke Hoegen, she also said that one of her best experience was the fact that she was in her company. Her effort had a lot of influence towards the company itself. So her performance was a key factor of towards the success of the company, and she was allowed to take the initiative. So I think after having those three overviews, I think this is the reason why I would want to actually emphasize on this aspect of taking initiative. Um, Becoming a better communicator, I want to in friends. I want to combine it with a good lifestyle, because uh, wherever you go, you're communicating. You can communicate in the work environment, in the professional environment, and also in a personal environment with the people that you're gonna meet. It's communicating. It's about people and staying connected and networking. And that's where I want to use the example of Michelle Wong. She's a brand strategist, also a freelancer, and she has a very nice portfolio, which I personally think she's worked for event companies in New York, and New York is one of those cities that never sleeps, and it's drawn all date with new events all the time. She worked for big companies such as the National Basketball Association and Nike um, self to uh, she's a brand strategist, so she uh, started up a couple campaigns for these big companies. And I think it's very important when you're a freelancer to have a very broad network of people, so you know a lot of people. And this in this aspect, I think you have to have a good balance between your personal and your professional lifestyle, and also being a very good communicator, of course. This is one of the things also that Gabriel Mendoza told me during his interview. One of the things that he actually learned the most was that he became really good in France, and he met a lot of people. And it was in the beginning tough, because he had to keep a very nice a balance between his educational life with his personal life, because he also thinks it's very important to have a personal life besides of his educational life. but it was for him, his experience was surpassed his expectation due to the level of the university that he didn't expect that was going to be so high. Um, so I want to conclude um, everything that I said right now was that, so I want personally, I'm working on initiatives, communicating, and balanced lifestyle. These three um, specific traits that I want to keep on working on um, are just linked with what I want to pursue in my personal life. When I would want to work for a company, which I would be the leader and take initiatives and help my team to reach the goals of the department or of the company's goal. So by becoming a good leader, you need some good traits, and I'm the believer of having being a good communicator, taking a good initiative, and having a well professional and personal balance lifestyle will enable me to become this leader that I want to become in. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation. Bye bye.